Alright, hey guys, welcome back. Got a different outfit today. Usually I'm kind of dressed normal, but today I got my Dickies on and I got my hat because we're going to be lifting up the car, or jacking it up I should say, and then working on it. Today we're going to be doing something pretty cool and something I've wanted to do to increase sort of the visual and sporty appeal of the car, as well as providing some functionality as well. Today we're going to be installing Canards on our vehicle. Yes, everything is going to be linked in the description as usual where you can get these. I got them on eBay. Again, this is from KMP Trade or Shark Racing, one of those Korean specialty KDM websites. Did sort of alter these in a way, but they do come flat black. What I did is I coated mine in one layer of Plasti Dip. Of course, you do your tack coat and then you do your full thick coat after, let it dry, and that's going to sort of increase its durability since it's going to be going underneath where the car is. It's going to be subject to a lot of punishment, let's say, and I also put a clear coat Plasti Dip glossifier on it to give it like a nice sort of sheen to go with the paint of the car, which I think is well fitting. Yes, it does come with decals, which you see here, and yes, the letters are individually placed. You just kind of put yourself a little straight edge along here, tape it on, and just sort of line the bottoms of the letters up that way. And of course I put the clear coat on top of the decal, so that way it kind of seals them in so they don't, again, for that rough treatment. Now the idea, if you guys don't know, of a Canard is essentially, you can look it up online. I'll link a Wikipedia article that sort of explains them. So there's sort of like a front wing that sort of, I want to say, helps break through the stream of the airflow and guide it just before it gets to the main wing or the main aerodynamics of the car. So the idea is we're going to be mounting our Canards right here in the front of the vehicle down here. So that way when we get an airflow coming like this, it's going to come across here and be streamed to the back like that. And I'm hoping what it actually also does additionally is help cool the wheels and just a little bit, because of course the front brakes get the hottest here, and of course the ones in the back are actually going to sit downwards, and actually they're going to go lower like that. So I think these are going to function more as an air diffuser along with the little curve we have here on the back as well. Hopefully increase our efficiency and flow as well, which, as we know, our car has a lot of curvature in the sort of sculpture of the Elantra, the 5th generation, which is sort of like the groundbreaking generation from what it used to be before. And of course you can see these body lines here, how you can just imagine how the airflow just guys straight past it. And I've driven at pretty high speeds in the car before, of course, but driving those speeds, the wind noise is very low for being a compact sedan. It's very quiet. Again, this is like, not some BMW with like thick insulated doors and the wind noise. I think it's pretty quiet for what it is because of that lack of resistance that you see because of the body sculpting on the car. So yeah guys, we're gonna jack up the front first. I'm gonna put the camera just down here below and we'll do that. The reason we're jacking it up is so that we have better access and clearance and we can see what we're doing. So again, we got our jack here guys, floor jack here. Got ourselves a drill to help us drill in, because we will be using the included military screws in here to go into the front and rear bumper. You don't have to worry, of course, because it's plastic, so it's not going to worry about rust or anything and resealing. And of course, it's just going to line up perfectly, so I wouldn't worry about it at all. Of course, you got the washers there as well, which are going to help give more surface area to the head of the screw, pushing it against the body. You guys are going to want, in addition, probably some gloves. This is the foam I'm using here, and of course the scissors so we can cut to piece the front. Make sure you guys stay hydrated, have some water. This is just for me to clean the front Canards again before I apply this on top of it. That's essentially all it's there for, microfiber and spray bottle. Screw pan will be useful since you have so many screws. And most importantly guys, before you start on any project, overalls and everything else is good. And of course gloves, but the most important thing, and the minimum thing that I'm telling you to wear before you do any sort of project, is eye protection. Now, a modification that I did, which you guys do not have to do, I didn't do it on the front yet because we have to see placement first, because right here are the drill holes, and of course it sits up like this, so it's going to be facing the car. Again, you don't have to have the decals, but I thought it looked pretty cool. So the idea is you're going to have something like this right here, see that? And it's going to be sitting along the car here, so I think that's pretty cool, and it's going to guide that air through that swoop right there towards the back. I'm going to put foam here along the edge. The rear ones I did because they just sort of sit on there and you don't have to worry about placement as much, and I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. And there we go. So I use this nice insulating foam here, and I sort of patch up some pieces. And what this is going to do is going to create a nice sort of cushiony layer, so that when it's pressed against the body like that, as you can see right here, like this, so when it's pressed against the body, there is any turbulence or loose in the screws for whatever reason, just because it's not an original body panel piece, we're not going to have hard plastic tapping, but it's going to be nice and seated and sealed so that we don't have to worry about rattling. So same principle with the front, guys. Again, these were coated with Plastidip, and then you can see the sheen better here with the glossifier to give it a more less matte look and more of a satin. I guess you could call that than a gloss to match with the rest of the paint and body. All right, guys, so just explain what you want to do. You want to have your jack stands ready on the other side. And I just moved mine out of the way because I'm here to show you this. This is our jack point for our vehicle, and also where you can see these divots. That's where our jack stands will go. Rather than doing one side at a time, moving the jack here and then putting the jack stand under right after, you just want to jack it up from the cross member, which is right in the middle. It's kind of hard to see from here, but there's a little divot there where it's already jacking. What I like to do is I get my jack right here, if you're able to, and you just slide it in between the fender well here and your tire, and you'll have a bit more space because these tires are a bit wider, and because the aspect ratio remains the same, they fill out the wheel well a little bit more, so it's a bit more tight for me. The idea is you just go like this, and you can see right here. So you use this to your advantage, this space right here. So let's go ahead and lift the car. Quick tip, whatever side you're working on, so I'm working towards the front, have your lever working away from you. If you're lifting up the car from the front to get to your catalytic converter or your resonator, have them face that way. So when you're under here, even though essentially the principle is that you'd have to lift up the weight of the car through this to let this loose, and there's something called a shear pin, which this is connected to, and by the time that weight is reached, that pin shears and it won't lift up anyway. So that's just another quick tip, guys. So yeah, now that these are lined in, we can go ahead and lower the car down the jacks and get started. There we go. Okay. Look at that. Nice and easy now. Alright guys, we're all done, and now we're going to work from the other side. If you're wondering what this is, this essentially slid past it when I was jacking and went here. That's why you do it slow. Piece of the metal from here sheared, so I'm going to need to recoat this in underbody coating because now I don't want to worry about any exposed metal now. So I just folded that flap back down, and I'm holding it with a vise while it's under pressure. It's a good thing to have snips like that. Alright guys, so let's get started. Alright, let's go ahead and see how this fits around here. The front lip right here, it slips right under it, so it's just essentially a perfect fit. Make some marks along here, just a light one. There's that white line now traced perfectly along the edge, and of course, because it's a lip, we're going to actually sit it back about an inch, and then we know our foam's going to sit perfectly. And there you guys go. Alright guys, so this stuff's really easy to use. The foam side that you saw already on the back canards goes up. You need a peelable sticky side. Just do that, measure, cut, and stick it down. Real simple. Alright guys, there we go. That looks pretty good to me. This is the inner edge, and we're still past that, so we're not going to have to worry about it at all. Alright guys, all done. So you want to use water and a microfiber, and as you can see, it'll come right off. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and start on this side. And the washers will just go through like that and give more surface area. So we're just going to try tapping with these and drilling through, with the brass ones, and if the brass ones are not working, we'll use this on whatever part we need to. Again, got this here. We're going to tap the middle one first so it stays up there by itself, and we don't need to use tape. And of course we got our nice screw pan magnetic here so we don't lose anything. That little piece was a little spacer, which they give you two of, and it's plastic. I don't know what it's for, but if we find out we need it, we'll use it. So let's go ahead and start, guys. Line this up here, just how we did it already. So so we're gonna just do the slow. I got it again at 2, not 3, because this is an impact driver. Oh, and that was easy. That just went right in, guys. So I don't think we're gonna have any problems. So yeah, let's just do the rest of them. So I'm gonna do moving outwards towards this side first, over here, making sure I adjust the fitment as and what's nice about that plastic dip in these heads is that you can stick it in and it's not gonna fall out. Again, go slow, and finish it off. There you go. Again, this is plastic, so you don't have to worry about rust, guys. And actually, I want to apologize, guys, because I did get my lavalier mic already, and I forgot to bring it. I was so used to using the shotgun mic. So that's tight. That's good. All right, guys. So beautiful. All right, guys. So this looks really good. I'm really pleased with it. Nice look here. Guys, I'm gonna do glamour shots once I get my car completely clean. But as you can see, it turned out very cool. All right, guys, so I'm gonna do all of them and then we're gonna see how the car looks. So we're gonna go ahead and go to Home Depot. It's like late in the day, as you guys can see, the sun's out. It's about to set right now. And I haven't even had lunch. Actually, the exact time, let me see if I can get that for you guys. Exact time, 6:15 p.m. here, Thursday, April 16th. So we are actually gonna go to In-N-Out, get some lunch, and we're gonna go get those screws at Home Depot, guys, because we're gonna use the right ones. And I'll just kind of take one of the ones from down there as reference to what we can use. All right, guys, so let's head out. I just got back from Walmart. Figures, you know, it's already late. Had my lunch, got the screws I needed, went ahead and got 2 kinds. I'm not sure which one. We're gonna need it. There's a community part right over there. I don't want to disturb them, so I'm gonna be whispering throughout the video. Doing that loud. This is the best I could find. And number 8, 3/4 inch. I think that's gonna be plenty. And number 8 washers, which I'm gonna use, and I had to get 2 packs because I need 10 total, so 5 for each side. And these were each 97 cents each at Walmart. 45 of these, so you only have to get 1 pack. Yeah, there we go, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and do the video. Got them already laid out here in the drill. Of course, you guys remember to put on your eye protection, and I'm gonna put the angle up so you guys can see it drilled on. And then we're gonna do a final shot. This for the car is shorter. The other ones are 1 inch and these are 3/4, so we'll be fine. So again, I'm gonna drill from the middle hole, guys, then fan out from the middle, right to left. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Again, you're gonna wanna line it up with the rear of the bumper here. You're gonna see the white part here of the bumper, and you're gonna wanna line it up with that. And let's see, this is the middle one right here. And so again, I'm gonna make sure everything's lined up good. There it goes. Once you get it in there, it's good. Yeah. I'm just gonna wanna do that with the rest of them. Now we're gonna go ahead and finish, draw all of them, and I'll show you guys when it's done. Alright guys, just reviewing, we installed the Canards. It is the next day, and I'm really pleased with how they look. They look really cool. Not only do we have this very nice decal here, and sorry about the shadow because it is against the sun right here. I'll go on the other side to show you. But with the glossy finish that we get from the glossifier and also the plastic dip on top, it's going to be nice and durable. It looks really good for the overall look of the car. There's just the front end section there, and then of course, you know, as the rear I said is going to be more like a diffuser here, catching the lower part of the car, guiding air that way back to the rear. And as you can see, everything's nice and sturdy. I've already driven it quite a bit, and I'm really pleased with it. I also remembered to pick up my lavalier mic, so that's why the audio sounds a bit different. I hope it's okay, guys. And here's a side with the sun catching it there. Very cool. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed the 2014 Hyundai Elantra MD Canard and I guess you could say rear diffuser installation for our car. It was really simple. As you guys see, you're just going to be drilling a few holes. We did have to pick up some extra hardware because I guess they wanted you to maybe they give you 10, so maybe they want you to put 2 on each side for a total of 8, and you get 2 left over, and you essentially will put it in there based off what you need for fitment. But of course I just wanted to be safe, so each one has 5 mounted, so we just got, again, that 97-cent thing of washers and a 97-cent thing of screws, same type of self-tapping, self-drilling. And I actually went to Walmart to get that because as you guys know, and I hope you're still staying indoors when you can, social distancing, you know, having garlic, vitamin C, all those things that are good for you and your immune system, turmeric, curcumin, make sure you're taking those even if you're sick or not, just to bolster the immune system. But I had to go to Walmart to get those things because my Home Depot closes at 6, but Walmart was open late because you guys saw it was sort of a late night install and I got my lunch and everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I'll see you for the next one. And remember, God bless you and always enjoy the drive. Thanks.